I don't know whether we're going to get any runs off Iola. He only went 4 innings the other night, and we're very vulnerable left-hand pitching. And Terry can't play, and Jack can't play, so we got a lot. You know, we don't have much firepower in there.
All right, while Viola will pitch for the Twins, the Cards have decided to counter with rookie Joe McGrain, who pitched in Game 1 of the series and was not effective, as you'll recall. I'll be back in about 20 minutes with more of our pregame show.
Very good, Mark. Thank you very much for that. Well, not only is this the last day of the World Series, it is, Bruce, the last day to buy Homer Hanky.
Oh, my goodness,
that's right. Red letter day. The lines curved around the block as fans waited patiently at the Star Trib in downtown Minneapolis just to buy those hankies. Hats, mugs, pins, T-shirts, sweatshirts, T-shirts, you name it. If it has the Twins' name on it, it was going like hotcakes at many roadside vendors around the Twin Cities. Last night at the Crystal Court in the IBS, the Illusion Theater auctioned off a one-of-a-kind souvenir. A signed bat from Twin third baseman Gary Gaetti brought in $900 for the nonprofit theater.
Twins fans and some hapless Cardinal fans are out on the streets of downtown Minneapolis right now celebrating this last game before it even starts up. That's where our Kevin Berger is live right now near Jukebox Saturday night. Kevin?
Bruce, the fans here are so excited. Of all the places in all the world to be tonight, the best place to be is in downtown Minneapolis. People are excited. They're honking their horns. And, you know, Twins fans have a lot to smile about after last night's game.
Dave Dahl standing by outside. David, I have a hunch that people are going to be basically oblivious to the weather outside tonight. They're so ramped up.
They really don't care, Stan. Right. I know that for a fact. As a matter of fact, we've got a couple of cold Minnesota Twins over here, but they look a lot like Cardinals. What are your names?
Mary.
You talk real well with that little beak on there. That's cute. But that's Homer Hanky Twins. And you need 2 tickets, though? Okay, they need 2 tickets. It will be a little chilly out here tonight. Temperature's a little cool, in the 40s.
Okay, David, thank you.
Let's go back over once again the schedule for tonight. Twins Fever 87 is next, as Mark was saying. Then the game is at 7, and then right after the game, we're going to have more Twins Fever 87, plus all of the day's news. So you want to stay tuned for that.
Stay right where you are. We'll see you in just a moment. Okay? Okay.
The base hit by Steve Lombardozzi. And Tom Brunanski's rolling slide for the tie-breaking run. But the image that will linger longest is that one Ken Daly pitch, which Kent Herbeck deposited into the thundering throng. Which leads us to Game 7 at the Metrodome. ABC Sports presents the National League champion St. Louis Cardinals against the American League champion Minnesota Twins in Game 7 of the 1987 World Series. And in Minneapolis tonight, it is 46 degrees outside the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, and inside a comfortable 70. Warm and larynxes willing, very loud once again as the baseball season comes to an end, one way or another. Welcome to Game 7 and a milestone of sorts. This is the 500th game in the history of the World Series. You know, baseball is different than football, basketball, and hockey in that you should not have that big a home field advantage, but don't tell that to Whitey Herzog. The Minnesota Twins had the best record in baseball during the regular season at home. They won their 2 playoff games at home, and in the World Series, they've won 3 from the Cardinals at home, and they've scored 29 runs in the process. And tonight, they send one of the 2 aces of their staff to the mound in Frank Viola against the St. Louis Cardinals, who tonight start a rookie left-hander, Joe McGrain, and the entire Cardinal lineup with a cumulative total of 32 home runs for the entire year, the same amount of home runs Tom Brunansky hit for the Minnesota Twins alone. But don't sell the Cardinals short. After all, they have gotten to the 7th game of the World Series. On to the 7th game as the Twins, to a raucous ovation, a Homer Hanky waving ovation, take the field.
The Minnesota Twins are the World Series champions. We could say that tonight for the first time in Minnesota's baseball history, and how sweet it is to see the Twins take that trophy. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Hi, everybody. Stan Turner with Spencer. We're a couple of numb people right now. It feels so good, doesn't it? It is beautiful. So privileged to be a part of this history tonight, I'll tell you. We can't wait to bring you the live reaction from all the Twins, from their fans, and much, much more. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. We're going to bring you that cork-popping celebration, the dancing in the streets of St. Paul, Minneapolis, all over Minnesota, as they celebrate the World Series victory next on Twins Fever 87. Stand by.
Channel 5, Minnesota's news channel, and the Minnesota Twins channel for the 1987 World Series.
Well, there it is. Still aglow from all the excitement under its white top tonight. The Metrodome, the lights shine, of course, for the Twins players, but they shine for all the fans who believe in this team, believed in them through the lean years, through some hard times, some heartbreaks, some near triumphs. But by golly, they deserve to win it all tonight. Good evening, everybody. Very happy with Spencer. Happy, that's an understatement. Ecstatic couple of people up here like you are. Welcome to Twins Fever 87. We did it. My voice is leaving, and I don't care.
Me too. Let's go right down to the field to Mark Curtis to find out more about this. What's going on now, Mark?
Thanks very much, Ruth. We're standing by with Gene Larkin, and this has got to be the sweetest thing in the world, especially because there's not one hero. This is a team victory, a team effort all season long.
This group of guys have been unbelievable. You know, if you make a mistake, some guys just picks you up. This happened the whole year. Tremendous ball game tonight. Very exciting ball game. 2 guys throwing out the plate. I'm just happy. So happy we came out on top.
The nice thing about it is Game 7 turned out to be the best game of the series.
Hey, people said it was a boring series in the beginning, but you can't complain about the excitement in the last 2 games. Unbelievable. Pitching, hitting, clutch hitting, especially on our part. And, man, I can't believe we're the best.
We're looking at some tape right now, the celebration in the locker room. You guys not only know how to win big, you know how to party big.
Oh, man, it tastes good, too. It's so sweet.
Right now, we're going to look at some more of the locker room celebration, and when that champagne poured... All right, right now we're going to look at some players coming out on the field. One more encore performance. The last out had to be the sweetest, because this team has been criticized for so many years, and now they are the world champions of baseball. And this is what it's all about, winning the World Series. Who would have ever believed the Minnesota champs were the World Series champs? But they are. 4-2 was the final score. Dan Gladden had an excellent series, as we said. Frank Viola came up MVP tonight. Rob Lear and I got soaking wet, and it was a sweet feeling. Rob, let me just drag you in here for a second.
What they're doing now, Mark, is they talked about it in the clubhouse. They're orchestrating an encore
to show the fans what this night is all about. They all huddled in the rear of the clubhouse. They said, what should we do now? They said, let's get on back onto the field for those that have hung around and been through this thing, waiting the 22 years to win this championship. And they want to toast the town, and they want to do it right out here on the field. And I think this is very symbolic of what this team is all about. Many teams would still be in there drinking champagne, talking to reporters, basking in the limelight. Instead, every one of these guys is back out on the field, letting the fans who played such a vital role in this win share in the celebration. Because there's no doubt about it. They believe that this championship was won with the efforts of those screaming fans in the stands. And again, tonight, another example of just how the comeback was fueled by their enthusiasm and their exhilaration, and they're just back out there, and, well, the pictures speak for itself. And now we're back looking at some locker room pictures now with the players pouring the champagne, which, of course, caps off what has been an unbelievable season for the Minnesota Twins. Well, this is the third champagne shower, and by far this one tastes sweeter than any of them. And the Whistling Wives, the Homer Hankies, it's been a postseason of staging, one event after the other. And tonight, the comeback, to think that they're the first world champion ever to win all the home games, and to do it in the fashion and the number of games that they've done it, and to show the excitement, and to go back and pay tribute to their own fans, I think says a lot. Tom Kelly, did you ever in your wildest imagination dream this all possible?
Well, this is our, Rob, I hate to sound redundant, but, you take the games one game at a time, and you go along, and you go along. It's such a long season, and that's the only way you can do it. You start dreaming and get way ahead of yourself, that's when your bubble gets busted on you. And it may sound funny to people, but that's the way you have to do it in this game. The season's too long and too tough, and I'm real happy that Andy McPhail gave me an opportunity to manage these fine bunch of players, and he did a great job of securing some people to fill in the holes that we needed. And you have a bunch of guys that can go to the post for you every day. You can get some things done, and this is just what happened with the ball club this year.
Yeah, you just saw a picture down there while he was talking to Smith, that on the field there's a parade going by, an impromptu parade, all the twins, their wives, their children. Ken Herbert came by, Stan and I were yelling, and we went like this to his armband, and he went like this, I see it. It's our good luck time. The twins won. I'm so happy.
You're so excited, your sweater's shedding.
Oh,
all right, Mike Finchley is on the outside of things right now. Good luck, Mike, wherever you are. Come in, please.
Right, Senator Ruth, as you well know, a lot of the fans are still inside the dome, but just look at the way the people outside the dome are acting. They have completely taken over Chicago Avenue outside the dome. No chance of getting traffic through there. They're having to divert it away from 6th Street and down Chicago Avenue. These people have been dancing out here like they can't believe it. They've just seen it, but they still can't believe it. People high-fiving complete strangers. They've been jumping on top of taxicabs. If we can go back down there to the crowd, I'd like you to see some of the celebration going on there. Just thousands of people, and there were already hundreds others waiting for them before this celebration, before the game actually ended. People who came down here with their TV sets, standing outside of Hubert's, pounding on the windows because it was jam-packed inside there. But once this game ended, just a giant celebration that has not stopped since then, and it's bound to go on for a long, long time. Let's go back up to you, Senator Ruth.
Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, this celebration is going to be going on at least through afternoon of Tuesday, because Tuesday is the day, starting at noon, that the Twins will be in a big parade. A procession starting at noon from downtown Minneapolis. That procession will go over to St. Paul, winding up about 1:30 at the state capitol for a big rally there. That's Tuesday.